Everybody thinks, oh my gosh, you're on TV. For me, I am a veterinarian first.
Dr. Jan Pol, star of The Incredible Dr. Pol, is surprisingly humble even though he has a lot of fame and fortune. With an estimated net worth of $1 to $1.5 million, he still leads a modest life in rural Michigan. He prioritizes his passion for animals and community over wealth. He grew up on a Dutch dairy farm, and his dedication to affordable veterinary care shaped his values. Curious why Dr. Pol stays so grounded? Let's uncover the heartwarming truth behind his modest lifestyle. A philosophy of hard work and resilience. Dr. Jan Pol, famously known as the Incredible Dr. Pol, embodies the values of hard work and resilience. His journey from a humble Dutch dairy farm to becoming a globally recognized veterinarian and TV star is a testament to his dedication and grit. Dr. Pol's life is not just about fame. It is about overcoming challenges, staying true to his roots, and tirelessly pursuing his passion for animals. Dr. Pol's foundation of resilience was laid early in his childhood, growing up on a dairy farm in the Netherlands. Surrounded by rolling pastures and hard-working hands, he learned the value of labor and the importance of caring for animals. These formative years instilled in him a sense of responsibility, perseverance, and a deep respect for the creatures that shared his world. Watching veterinarians treat farm animals sparked a lifelong dream in young John to heal and care for animals, a dream that would guide him through every challenge ahead. After earning his veterinary degree from Utrecht University, one of the world's top veterinary schools, Dr. Pol faced a competitive job market in post-war Europe. Limited opportunities in the Netherlands forced him to make a bold decision. He would start fresh in the United States. Armed with his degree, determination, and the support of his wife Diane, Dr. Pol moved to rural Michigan in the 1970s. The transition was anything but smooth. He had to adapt to a new culture, navigate financial hurdles, and prove himself as a skilled veterinarian in an unfamiliar land. Dr. Pol's resilience shone through as he built his career from scratch. He worked tirelessly at local clinics, earning a reputation for his no-nonsense approach and unwavering dedication. In 1981, with Diane's support, he took the leap to open his own clinic, Pol Veterinary Services, in Weidman, Michigan. The early days were marked by financial struggles and long hours. Diane managed the clinic's finances while raising their young family, often sacrificing her own comfort to help Dr. Pol achieve his dream. The challenges of rural veterinary work tested Dr. Pol's limits. He braved harsh weather, traversed long distances, and handled large animals under difficult conditions. Whether it was delivering a calf in the middle of a snowstorm or performing emergency surgeries, Dr. Pol always prioritized his patients. His dedication came at a personal cost, with countless missed family dinners, school events, and bedtime stories. Yet, his determination never faltered. Over time, word spread about the compassionate veterinarian who treated every animal, big or small, with the same level of care. Farmers and pet owners trusted him not only for his expertise, but for his genuine understanding of the bond between people and their animals. His hands-on approach and work ethic became the cornerstone of his clinic's success. Building a veterinary practice from the ground up building. A successful business is no easy task, but doing so in a new country with limited resources takes extraordinary determination. This was the journey of Dr. Jan Pol and his wife Diane, who turned a modest idea into a thriving veterinary practice that would one day impact thousands of lives. Their story is one of hard work, sacrifice, and an unyielding commitment to their passion for animals. Dr. Pol's dream of becoming a veterinarian began in his childhood on a dairy farm in the Netherlands. It was there, surrounded by rolling pastures and hard-working farmers, that he developed a deep respect for animals and their care. After earning his veterinary degree from Utrecht University, Dr. Pol realized his career opportunities in post-war Europe were limited. Driven by ambition and a desire to provide better opportunities for his future, he and Diane decided to take a bold leap and move to the United States in the early 1970s. Settling in rural Michigan, the Pols faced numerous challenges. Adapting to a new culture and building a career in an unfamiliar land was far from seamless. Dr. Pol began working at a local veterinary clinic, quickly gaining a reputation for his no-nonsense approach, tireless work ethic, and compassion for both animals and their owners. Yet, the dream of owning his own practice never left his mind. In 1981, after years of saving and preparation, Dr. Paul and Diane took the plunge and opened Paul Veterinary Services in the small town of Weidman, Michigan. The clinic started humbly, operating out of a modest structure with limited resources. The early days were grueling. Financial pressures loomed large as the couple worked tirelessly to build their clientele. Diane managed the clinic's finances while raising their young family, often juggling the dual responsibilities of motherhood and business management. Dr. Paul's work ethic became the cornerstone of the clinic's survival. He was willing to travel long distances to treat animals, no matter the time or weather. From delivering calves in freezing winter storms to performing emergency surgeries on pets, Dr. Paul approached each case with unmatched dedication. Farmers and pet owners alike began to trust him not just for his expertise, but for his unwavering commitment to their animals' well-being. However, this level of commitment came at a personal cost. Long hours meant many missed family dinners, school events, and bedtime stories. Diane and their children would often wait by the window late into the night, watching for the headlights of Dr. Paul's truck as he returned home from yet another farm call. These sacrifices were heavy, but they were necessary to keep the practice afloat. As word spread about Dr. Paul's hands-on approach and genuine care, the clinic began to grow. By the late 1980s, Paul Veterinary Services had become a trusted institution in the community. The clinic served not just as a place for animal care, but as a lifeline for farmers and pet owners who relied on Dr. Paul's expertise and compassion. Staying grounded, despite fame and fortune. In a world where fame and fortune can easily lead to a life of excess, Dr. Jan Paul, the beloved star of The Incredible Dr. Paul, has managed to remain refreshingly grounded. Despite achieving significant success in the veterinary field and becoming a household name through his hit television show, Dr. Paul has not let fame change who he is at his core. His story is an inspiring example of how to stay true to one's values and roots, no matter how high one rises. Dr. Paul's journey began far from the glitz and glamour of reality TV. Born and raised on a dairy farm in the Netherlands, he learned the value of hard work and humility from an early age. His upbringing instilled in him a deep respect for animals and a commitment to helping others. Even after moving to the United States and establishing a successful veterinary practice, these values remained central to his identity. When The Incredible Dr. Paul premiered in 2011, it brought with it a wave of fame that most people could only dream of. The show, which follows Dr. Paul and his team as they care for a variety of animals in rural Michigan, quickly gained a loyal following. Viewers were drawn not only to Dr. Paul's impressive veterinary skills, but also to his warm personality and genuine love for animals. With each episode, his popularity soared, and so did his earnings, estimated to be between $30,000 and $40,000 per episode. However, instead of letting fame go to his head, Dr. Paul remained focused on what truly mattered: his work and the animals he cared for. He continued to run Paul Veterinary Services with the same dedication and passion that fueled him from the beginning. Dr. Paul often emphasizes that success is not measured by wealth or recognition, but by the positive impact one has on others' lives. His commitment to affordable animal care reflects this philosophy. He believes that every animal deserves quality treatment, regardless of its owner's financial situation. Living in rural Michigan, Dr. Paul and his wife Diane chose to maintain a modest lifestyle despite their financial success. They reside on a large property with plenty of space for their animals, but their home is not filled with extravagant luxuries. Instead, it's a place where they can enjoy family life, care for pets, and continue their commitment to the community. This grounded approach has helped them stay connected to their roots and the values that defined their early years. Moreover, Dr. Paul's humility shines through in his interactions with fans. He is known for being approachable and friendly, often taking the time to engage with viewers and share stories about his work. At public events and conventions, he treats everyone with respect, showing that he values the support of his fans. He understands that fame is fleeting, but the bonds he creates with people and animals are lasting. A commitment to affordable animal care. Dr. Jan Paul, the star of The Incredible Dr. Paul, is not just a well-known veterinarian. He is a passionate advocate for affordable animal care. His philosophy centers on the belief that every animal deserves quality veterinary treatment, regardless of its owner's financial situation. This commitment to making veterinary care accessible has shaped his career and transformed the lives of countless animals and their owners in rural Michigan. From the very beginning of his journey, Dr. Pohl understood the importance of caring for animals in a way that was both compassionate and financially accessible. Growing up on a dairy farm in the Netherlands, he witnessed firsthand the struggles of farmers and pet owners, who often faced tough choices when it came to animal health. This early exposure instilled in him a deep sense of responsibility to provide care that was not only effective, but also affordable. When Dr. Pohl and his wife Diane opened Pohl Veterinary Services in 1981, they knew they wanted to create a practice that reflected their values. They aimed to serve the local community and ensure that all animals received the veterinary care they needed, regardless of their owners' financial situations. This mission became the backbone of their practice and continues to be a driving force in everything they do. Dr. Pohl's commitment to affordable animal care is evident in his daily practice. He often goes above and beyond to ensure that all pets and livestock receive the necessary treatment, even if it means working late nights or making house calls. His dedication to his clients is unwavering. He believes that every animal deserves the best care possible, no matter the circumstances. One of the key ways Dr. Pohl keeps care affordable is by maintaining a no-nonsense approach. He focuses on providing practical solutions for animal health issues that don't break the bank. By being straightforward about treatment options and costs, he helps owners make informed decisions about their pet's health without the pressure of hidden fees or excessive charges. Moreover, Dr. Pohl is known for his innovative techniques and resourcefulness. In rural areas, where access to advanced veterinary services may be limited, he often improvises solutions that are both effective and economical. This creativity not only helps his clients save money, but also showcases his deep understanding of animal care. Dr. Pohl's commitment extends beyond his clinic. He actively participates in community events and outreach programs, providing free or low-cost veterinary services to those in need. For instance, during local fairs and festivals, he often holds educational sessions about animal care and offers basic checkups for pets. This outreach not only benefits the animals, but also fosters a sense of community by building strong relationships between Dr. Pohl, the local farmers, and pet owners. Additionally, his television show has played a significant role in educating the public about animal care. Through The Incredible Dr. Pohl, viewers gain insights into the realities of veterinary medicine, including the challenges faced by rural veterinarians. Dr. Pohl uses the platform to highlight the importance of responsible pet ownership and the need for accessible veterinary services. Minimal indulgences and a modest lifestyle. In a world where fame and fortune often lead to lavish lifestyles and extravagant purchases, Dr. John Pohl stands out as a refreshing example of simplicity and humility. Despite his success as the star of The Incredible Dr. Pohl and his thriving veterinary practice, Dr. Pohl chooses to live a modest lifestyle, prioritizing meaningful experiences and relationships over material wealth. His approach to life is not only inspiring, but also serves as a reminder of what truly matters. Dr. Pohl's upbringing on a dairy farm in the Netherlands shaped his perspective on life. Growing up surrounded by hard work, he learned early on the value of living within one's means and appreciating the simple things. His parents instilled in him a strong work ethic, and these lessons stayed with him throughout his life. Even after achieving financial success, Dr. Pohl has resisted the temptation to indulge in luxury items or extravagant living. Instead of filling his home with expensive decor or high-end gadgets, Dr. Pohl has created a warm and inviting space that reflects his love for family and animals. His property in rural Michigan is filled with the sounds of laughter from his grandchildren and the playful barks of family pets. The home serves as a gathering place for family, where shared meals and quality time take precedence over material possessions. This focus on family and community is at the heart of Dr. Pohl's lifestyle, reminding us that the richest moments often come from simple pleasures. One of the few indulgences Dr. Pohl allows himself is his collection of classic cars. However, even this passion is grounded in practicality. His love for cars is not about flaunting wealth, it's about appreciating craftsmanship and the joy of driving. Dr. Pol often shares stories about the hours spent restoring these vehicles, highlighting the hard work and dedication that goes into maintaining them. This hobby reflects his belief in enjoying life's little pleasures, while remaining rooted in the values of hard work and simplicity. In his professional life, Dr. Pol continues to prioritize affordability and accessibility in veterinary care. He believes that every animal deserves quality treatment, regardless of their owner's financial situation. This commitment to affordable care aligns with his modest lifestyle, as he focuses on helping others rather than seeking personal gain. By keeping his practice accessible, Dr. Pol has built strong relationships with his clients, many of whom appreciate his genuine care and concern for their animals. Furthermore, Dr. Pol's fame has not altered his priorities. He remains actively involved in his community, participating in local events and outreach programs. Rather than using his celebrity status for personal benefit, he dedicates his time to educating others about responsible pet ownership and animal care. His willingness to give back demonstrates that despite his success, he values service over self-promotion. Sacrifices for family and career. Dr. Jan Pol, the renowned veterinarian and star of The Incredible Dr. Pol, is a man who has dedicated his life to both his family and his career. However, this dedication has often come at a significant cost. Throughout his journey, he has made numerous sacrifices to balance the demands of his veterinary practice with his role as a husband and father. His story is one of love, commitment, and the tough choices that come with trying to juggle both worlds. From the moment Dr. Pol decided to become a veterinarian, he knew that his path would not be easy. After moving from the Netherlands to rural Michigan, he faced the challenge of establishing his practice from the ground up. With limited resources and a family to support, the early years were filled with long hours and hard work. Dr. Pol and his wife Diane were determined to build a successful clinic, but this ambition required countless sacrifices. In the beginning, Dr. Pol was often away from home, dedicating himself to his patients and their owners. He would make late-night farm calls and spend weekends tending to animals in need. While he was passionate about his work, the long hours took a toll on his family life. There were many missed family dinners, school events, and precious moments with his children. Diane, who managed the clinic's finances while caring for their young family, often found herself alone during these busy times. Together, they navigated the challenges, but the sacrifices were heavy. Dr. Pol's commitment to his practice meant that he often had to put his work ahead of personal time. His dedication to caring for animals sometimes overshadowed his family's needs. However, he was always aware of the sacrifices he was making. He wanted to provide a good life for his family, and he believed that his hard work would ultimately pay off. It was this belief that kept him going during the toughest times. As the years passed and his clinic gained a reputation for quality care, Dr. Pol's fame began to grow. The launch of The Incredible Dr. Pol in 2011 brought new opportunities and challenges, while the show introduced him to a wider audience and opened doors for his career. It also demanded more of his time. Filming often meant long hours away from home, leaving little time for family. Yet, he embraced the opportunity, knowing that his success could benefit his family in the long run. Despite the sacrifices, Dr. Pol always prioritized his family. He made a conscious effort to involve them in his life whenever possible. His children often accompanied him to the clinic, learning the ropes of veterinary care while spending quality time with their dad. These moments became cherished memories, blending work and family life in a unique way. As a grandfather, Dr. Pol's perspective has shifted. He understands the importance of being present for his grandchildren, and he strives to create a balance between his career and family time. Through it all, he has learned that while sacrifices are necessary, they should not come at the expense of meaningful relationships. Remaining connected to his community. Dr. Jan Pol, the star of The Incredible Dr. Pol, is more than just a well-known veterinarian. He is a beloved figure in his rural Michigan community. His long-standing commitment to animal care and genuine connection with the people around him have made him a trusted friend and neighbor. Despite his fame, Dr. Pol has never lost sight of the importance of community, and he actively works to maintain those ties through various means. From the early days of his veterinary practice, Dr. Paul understood that being a veterinarian was not just about treating animals. It was about building relationships with the people who cared for them. When he opened Paul Veterinary Services in 1981, he set out to create a welcoming atmosphere where local farmers and pet owners felt comfortable seeking help for their animals. His warm personality and willingness to go the extra mile quickly earned him the trust and respect of the community. Living and working in a rural area, Dr. Paul has always appreciated the unique challenges faced by local farmers and pet owners. He understands that many families rely on their animals for their livelihoods, and he has made it his mission to provide affordable and accessible veterinary care. By prioritizing the needs of his clients, he has fostered strong relationships that go beyond the typical veterinarian-client dynamic. Many people see Dr. Paul not just as a veterinarian, but as a friend and confidant. One of the ways Dr. Paul remains connected to his community is through active participation in local events. He frequently attends county fairs, agricultural shows, and other community gatherings, where he engages with residents and shares his knowledge about animal care. These appearances allow him to connect with people in a relaxed setting, building rapport and trust outside of the clinic. His approachable nature makes it easy for community members to approach him with questions or concerns about their pets or livestock. Dr. Paul also takes his commitment to community service seriously. He often holds free or low-cost veterinary clinics for families in need, ensuring that every animal has access to the care they require. By providing these services, he helps alleviate the financial burden that can come with veterinary care, allowing families to focus on their animals' health without the stress of hefty bills. This generosity strengthens his bond with the community and reinforces his belief that every animal deserves quality care. His television show has also played a significant role in connecting him to a broader audience while still emphasizing local roots. Through The Incredible Dr. Paul, viewers get a glimpse into the realities of veterinary life in rural Michigan, showcasing the challenges and rewards of caring for animals. Dr. Paul uses this platform to educate viewers about responsible pet ownership and the importance of community support in animal welfare. By sharing his experiences, he inspires others to engage with their own communities and advocate for animal care.
Smile to people, because when you hurt people, they will revenge, and then you fight again, never stop. So
Right.
you just smile, make people happy, then we'll stop war.
Forget everything you think you know about Jet Li. The martial arts legend you see on screen is hiding a shocking secret. His real-life journey is even more jaw-dropping than any fight scene. From becoming a millionaire to battling health issues, the story of how he lives is one of the most fascinating in Hollywood. Want to know how a martial arts icon turned his success into a fortune? Keep watching, because what we're about to reveal about Jet Li's life will leave you speechless. Born Li Lianjie in Beijing, China, Jet's early life was a far cry from the glamorous world he now occupies. His father passed away when he was just 2 years old, and his mother was left to raise him and his siblings on her own. The future star was instilled with values of discipline, humility, and respect for authority, all traits that shaped his character both in and out of the ring. Despite facing the challenges of growing up in a single-parent household, Jet's incredible work ethic and focus on martial arts set the stage for his rise to fame. Jet's first taste of greatness came at the young age of 8, when he was selected to join a wushu group. His talent didn't go unnoticed, and soon he was training rigorously under a coach who believed in his potential. But what really set Jet apart wasn't just his physical skill, it was his mental discipline and wisdom. At just 11, he was already achieving what seemed impossible, becoming a 5-time Chinese wushu champion by the age of 16. His journey to martial arts greatness wasn't an easy one, with countless hours of intense training and sacrifices along the way. Even as his career began to flourish, Jet's humble nature remained intact. He wasn't driven by fame or fortune, but by a deep-rooted desire to represent his country and his culture on the global stage. This was evident when he famously turned down a potential career as a bodyguard for US President Richard Nixon, opting instead to focus on wushu and its potential to influence the world. His journey was far from conventional, but Jet's unwavering dedication to his craft would soon see him conquer the world. By the time Jet was a teenager, he had already achieved so much in martial arts that he quickly became an icon in China. His performances and victories became symbols of national pride. But the real turning point came when a film director saw his potential not just as a fighter, but as an actor. This marked the beginning of his transition from the martial arts world into the spotlight of global cinema. However, even as Jet's fame soared, he remained deeply connected to his roots, driven by purpose and authenticity in every step of his career. Jet's story proves that the path to success is often far more challenging than the public sees. His journey from Beijing's streets to the world's biggest movie sets wasn't just about skill. It was about perseverance, resilience, and most importantly, wisdom. As his name became synonymous with martial arts greatness, Jet Li's star continued to rise, setting the stage for one of the most lucrative and influential careers in Hollywood history. How much is he really worth? Jet Li's journey to wealth and fame is often the subject of curiosity, and for good reason. In 2020, the actor's net worth was an impressive $250 million, making him one of the highest-paid Chinese stars in the world. His income was primarily driven by his illustrious acting career, but there's more to his fortune than just movies. Li's investments in real estate, his business ventures, and lucrative endorsements have all contributed to his millionaire lifestyle. From his appearances in action-packed blockbusters like The Expendables and Lethal Weapon 4, to his role as the face of Swiss luxury watch brand Hublot, Jet Li's career has been a well-oiled money-making machine. One of the most notable aspects of Jet's wealth is his real estate portfolio. In 2008, he purchased a sprawling mansion in Shanghai worth around $30 million, rumored to have been a gift for one of his daughters. Although the house fell into disrepair over time, its initial value and his investment in it showed Jet's penchant for securing his wealth. But his real estate holdings didn't stop there. He also owns a luxurious bungalow in Singapore worth $15 million. Singapore's high-end real estate market has been kind to Li, with his properties reflecting both his success and his desire for security and stability. Jet also made some high-profile purchases to enhance his lifestyle, including luxury cars like the BMW 745 Li and a Spyker C8 Spider. These vehicles are more than just modes of transport. They are status symbols that reflect Jet Li's journey from a humble boy in Beijing to a global martial arts and film superstar. But despite his lavish purchases, Jet is known to be fairly low-key about his wealth, rarely flaunting his luxury lifestyle in the public eye. While the world may know him as a martial arts icon, Jet's influence extends far beyond the silver screen. His role in the luxury watch industry, where he became the face of Hublot in 2010, solidified his place in the world of high-end fashion. He also co-founded a company called Taiji Zen, a lifestyle brand focused on promoting health and wellness through the practice of Tai Chi. This company, alongside his martial arts fitness program Wuji, showcases Jet's continued involvement in ventures that align with his values of balance and well-being. Jet Li's wealth is a direct reflection of his long-standing career in both film and business. His portfolio spans multiple industries, from entertainment to luxury goods to health and wellness, proving that he is not just a martial artist, but a savvy businessman. With a diversified income stream and a passion for personal growth, Jet has managed to create a legacy that is both financially and spiritually rewarding. The lifestyle of a martial arts legend. Jet Li's lifestyle is often described as humble, yet undeniably luxurious. Despite his fortune, Jet has never been one to flaunt his wealth. Unlike many other celebrities, he doesn't boast about his high-end possessions or publicize his extravagant lifestyle. Instead, he focuses on living a life centered around balance and family. His decision to renounce his Chinese and US citizenship in favor of Singaporean citizenship in 2009 was influenced by the country's high-quality education system, ensuring a stable future for his daughters. His Singaporean home, located in Bukit Timah, is a perfect reflection of his taste for understated luxury. The $15 million property stands as a quiet retreat, far from the prying eyes of the public. Here, Jet enjoys peace and tranquility, embracing the quiet life away from the Hollywood spotlight. He spends his time practicing Tai Chi, playing badminton, and reading, all activities that reflect his desire to live mindfully and in tune with his body. Even when it comes to travel, Jet's approach is the same. Private, yet not ostentatious. Though he has the means to fly on private jets and enjoy the most luxurious experiences, Jet prefers to keep his personal life as private as possible. His trips often revolve around his family and his passion for charity, which has been a significant part of his life for many years. The actor's philanthropic efforts are not just financial, they are deeply personal. Beyond his family life, Jet is also deeply involved in spiritual practices, particularly Tibetan Buddhism. This belief system has guided him through his career and helped him maintain his sense of purpose. His encounters with spiritual leaders like the Dalai Lama reflect his commitment to personal growth and compassion. This connection to spirituality helps Jet remain grounded, despite his global fame and fortune. Jet Li's wealth may have afforded him a life of luxury, but it is his inner peace and sense of fulfillment that define his true lifestyle. His ability to balance personal wealth with family, charity, and spiritual growth is what truly sets him apart from other stars. Despite his fame, Jet remains a man who seeks fulfillment in the quiet moments, enjoying a life full of purpose and love. The tsunami that changed his life forever. Jet Li's life took an unexpected turn in 2004, when the world was rocked by the Indian Ocean tsunami. While vacationing with his family in the Maldives, Jet Li became part of one of the most devastating natural disasters of the 21st century. Fortunately, Jet survived, though he sustained an injury while saving his daughter. The event profoundly impacted his life, making him reevaluate what truly mattered. No longer was he simply focused on his career and wealth. Jet realized the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment with his loved ones. In the aftermath of the disaster, Jet chose to focus on what he could control: his family's well-being and his personal life. He shifted his attention to spending more time with his wife and children, taking fewer high-profile roles in films and focusing more on his charitable efforts. The experience led him to become an advocate for disaster relief, further demonstrating his commitment to helping others. Jet Li's foundation, One Foundation, was founded with the goal of assisting victims of natural disasters and providing psychological support. The trauma of the tsunami left Jet with a new sense of humility. He became more private and began to retreat from the limelight, finding solace in his spiritual practices and spending quality time with his family. This experience also sparked his interest in alternative medicine and wellness, which led him to develop the Wuji program, a fitness and mindfulness practice that combines elements of wushu, yoga, and Pilates. Despite his wealth and fame, the tsunami taught Jet a valuable lesson in the impermanence of life. It deepened his understanding of what was truly important: his health, his family, and his inner peace. This perspective shift was pivotal in his continued success, allowing him to make conscious decisions about the roles he chose to take and the causes he supported. Jet Li's near-death experience was a reminder that wealth and fame are fleeting, and the true value of life lies in personal growth, relationships, and the impact one can make on the world. His charity work, wellness programs, and commitment to his family reflect a man who has learned to prioritize what truly matters, regardless of his financial status or global recognition. The many faces of Jet Li. Jet Li's acting career is marked by iconic roles that have revolutionized the action film genre. From his early beginnings in the Shaolin Temple series to his legendary appearances in Lethal Weapon 4 and The Expendables, Jet has shown the world that martial arts is not just a physical discipline, but an art form that can tell compelling stories. What made his performances stand out was not just his fight scenes, but his ability to bring depth and emotional intensity to his characters. His role in Lethal Weapon 4 was a breakthrough moment in his Hollywood career, where he played the villain, marking a departure from his usual heroic roles. Despite initial concerns about playing a negative character, Jet's performance earned him critical acclaim, and the film's commercial success helped establish him as a major action star in the West. From that point forward, Jet became a household name, not just in China but worldwide. In The One, Jet Li's role as a dual version of himself pushed the boundaries of the science fiction action genre. His complex portrayal of two characters battling each other showcased his versatility as an actor. The fight choreography in The One was revolutionary, with Jet's signature speed and precision elevating the action scenes to new heights. His dedication to his craft, performing his own stunts and training for months before shooting, became the hallmark of his career. Jet's contributions to the action genre are undeniable. Movies like Fearless, Fist of Legend, and Once Upon a Time in China all featured groundbreaking fight choreography and intense action scenes. But what set Jet apart was his commitment to telling a story through martial arts, making each fight scene an emotional journey rather than just a display of skill. His passion for wushu and its ability to express both grace and power through movement was evident in every film he made. Jet Li's influence on the action genre has been profound. His ability to blend storytelling with martial arts revolutionized how fight sequences were perceived, elevating them from mere spectacles to essential components of a film's narrative. As an actor and a martial artist, Jet Li forever changed the action genre, and his legacy continues to inspire new generations of filmmakers and performers. From Hollywood to philanthropy, Jet Li's influence extends far beyond the film set, having a lasting impact on both Hollywood and the world at large. Known for his martial arts mastery and action-packed roles, he also became a figure of inspiration for those seeking to live with purpose. His contributions to the entertainment world are undeniable, but it's his philanthropy that truly showcases the depth of his character. Through his non-profit foundation, One Foundation, Jet has made significant efforts in providing disaster relief, psychological support, and humanitarian aid in the wake of global tragedies. Jet's philanthropic journey began in 2007 when he founded the One Foundation, focusing on disaster relief, particularly in China, following catastrophic events like earthquakes and floods. The foundation's impact has been profound, offering not just financial support, but also emotional recovery for victims. His role as an ambassador for the Red Cross has further solidified his position as not just a martial arts icon, but a true humanitarian. Despite his fame, Jet Li has always remained grounded in his values. His personal story, rising from humble beginnings in Beijing to becoming a global superstar, has given him a unique perspective on life. This outlook led him to dedicate much of his time and resources to improving the lives of those in need. His contributions to charity are often understated, done behind the scenes without the need for recognition, showing the authenticity of his character. Jet's humanitarian work extends to youth development as well. He has used his platform to encourage young people, particularly in China, to embrace martial arts, not just as a sport, but as a way of life that instills discipline, focus, and respect. His philosophy of martial arts as a tool for personal growth resonates with thousands of young practitioners who view him as both a mentor and a role model. Through his charity work, personal contributions, and dedication to spreading his martial arts philosophy, Jet Li has created a legacy that extends far beyond the silver screen. He has proven that true success is not just about wealth or fame, but about making a lasting, positive impact on the world. His influence continues to grow, showing that martial arts, faith, and generosity are powerful forces that can change lives. The quiet luxury of Jet Li's life. Jet Li may be known for his quiet, humble personality, but the reality of his life is nothing short of luxurious. As one of the wealthiest martial artists in the world, Jet Li enjoys the kind of lifestyle most can only dream of, all while maintaining a low-key presence. His mansion in Shanghai, purchased for around $30 million, serves as a testament to his success. While it may have fallen into disrepair over the years, the original grandeur of the house reflected Jet's desire to provide for his family. It wasn't just an investment, it was a place where he hoped to raise his children in comfort and security. In addition to his Shanghai home, Jet owns a luxurious bungalow in Singapore, worth around $15 million. Located in Bukit Timah, an elite area known for its prestigious residents, the bungalow is a peaceful retreat away from the bustle of the media and Hollywood. Here, Jet enjoys a life centered around his family, martial arts, and personal development. His Singaporean home offers the perfect balance of luxury and privacy, allowing him to live life on his own terms. While Jet's homes are lavish, his approach to spending is marked by modesty. He isn't one for flaunting his wealth, preferring to keep his personal life private. The cars he drives, a BMW 745 Li and a Spyker C8 Spider, are beautiful, but they aren't ostentatious. Jet's focus has always been on maintaining balance and peace, not accumulating material possessions. The luxury he enjoys isn't defined by flashy goods, but by the freedom to live his life with purpose and intention. One of the most striking aspects of Jet Li's wealth is how he has used it to benefit his family. When he made the decision to move to Singapore, It wasn't just for the country's excellent education system, but also for his daughter's well-being. Jet Li's wealth has allowed him to prioritize his family's future, ensuring they have the best opportunities in life. His investments reflect his long-term thinking, building a legacy that will continue to support his loved ones for years to come. Jet Li's millionaire status is not just a byproduct of his career. It's the result of smart decisions, a commitment to his family, and an unwavering focus on living life with purpose. His life may be filled with luxury, but it's also filled with balance, discipline, and an understanding that true wealth is not measured in possessions, but in how one lives and gives back to the world. Jet Li's life hasn't been without its challenges, and one of the most personal struggles he has faced is his ongoing battle with hyperthyroidism. Since 2010, Jet has dealt with the debilitating condition, which affects the thyroid and leads to symptoms like fatigue, weight loss, and muscle weakness. Despite the public's concern about his health, Jet has remained open about his condition, even sharing with fans that he continues to fight the disease. His openness about his health struggles has humanized him in the eyes of many, showing that even the strongest of icons face battles behind the scenes. In addition to his health issues, Jet has made the decision to continue working despite the physical toll his career has taken on his body. He knows that his time in the action world is limited, but his passion for film and martial arts remains as strong as ever. He famously commented that if he left the film industry now, he would end up in a wheelchair, but if he stayed, he would still end up in one. Only this time, it would be encrusted with diamonds. This humorous yet poignant statement reflects his commitment to continue working as long as he is able, even if it means sacrificing his own health. The struggles Jet Li faces with hyperthyroidism have shaped his personal life and career in profound ways. His health has forced him to slow down, reassess his priorities, and focus more on family and charity. He no longer takes on as many high-stakes roles and has become more selective in the projects he takes on, focusing on quality over quantity. This shift in his career has allowed Jet to spend more time with his wife, children, and focus on his spiritual practices, ensuring that he can live a long, healthy life, despite the challenges. Jet Li's health crisis has also led him to advocate for a healthier lifestyle. He is a strong proponent of mental and physical well-being, often emphasizing the importance of balance and self-care. This philosophy has not only influenced his own life, but has become a cornerstone of his philanthropic work. His fitness program, Wuji, combines elements of wushu, yoga, and Pilates, promoting health and mindfulness to help others live healthier, more balanced lives. Despite his health challenges, Jet Li remains an inspiration to many. His ability to continue working, even while dealing with a life-altering condition, speaks to his strength of character and determination. He has shown that even when life throws obstacles your way, it's possible to overcome them with resilience, grace, and a positive outlook. As Jet Li continues to battle health issues, many fans are left wondering what the future holds for this legendary martial artist. Despite his health struggles, Jet's career shows no sign of slowing down. He is currently working on a variety of projects, both in front of and behind the camera. His film career may not be as active as it once was, but Jet has made it clear that he's not done yet. Whether it's through cameo appearances, philanthropic endeavors, or new fitness programs, Jet Li's influence will continue to be felt for years to come. In addition to his career, Jet has also turned his attention to his family. His wife and daughters remain his top priority, and he has made it clear that he wants to be there for them through every step of their lives. As he moves into the next phase of his life, his focus is on ensuring that his family is well taken care of, both financially and emotionally. This has led Jet to explore new ways of generating income, from business ventures to new media projects that align with his values. Jet's legacy as a martial artist and philanthropist is already cemented, but there are still many chapters to write. His charity work through the One Foundation and his Tai Chi program continue to grow, helping countless individuals around the world. Jet Li's name will be synonymous with martial arts and personal growth, and his work will continue to inspire people to live with purpose and balance. The future for Jet Li may be uncertain in some ways, but one thing is clear. He will continue to influence the world, whether through his work, his wisdom, or his charitable endeavors. As the martial arts world evolves and new stars rise, Jet's legacy will remain a shining example of what it means to live a meaningful life, both in and outside of the spotlight. Jet Li's influence will undoubtedly continue to transcend time, and while the public may have concerns about his health, Jet's inner strength and commitment to his family and community will ensure that his impact will be felt for generations. The future of Jet Li is still bright, and the world is eagerly awaiting what comes next for the martial arts icon. From martial arts legend to millionaire, Jet Li's life is one you just can't ignore. His wealth, his sacrifices, his incredible rise from humble beginnings, all of it proves he's not just a fighter on screen, but a champion in life. But what's next for Jet Li? Will his legacy continue to shine, or will his health battles slow him down? We want to hear from you. What part of Jet Li's story shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't hold back. Hit that like button if you're amazed by his life, and make sure to subscribe for more exclusive deep dives. Stick around, because the next video is going to blow your mind. Trust us, you won't want to miss it.